I scaled a creator business from $20K a month to $400,000 a month in just 8 months to prove it's not luck. But at the end of it all, I got scammed, kicked out of the business, and lost all of my equity. And such an experience taught me 4 core lessons. If you're a creator or the creator's business guy, and overall just fascinated about this booming creator economy industry where you can generate $400,000 a month just like me, is this real life? Then just listen to me, Abdul Farooqi. I've scaled 8 different businesses in 5 different niches, all companies of which are in monetizing creator audiences through educational info products, services, or offers, where 4 of these 8 businesses have now scaled to 8 figures. And combining all 8 generates me over $50 million per year. That's what this trophy is about. And now I'm kind of bored of making money quietly, so I come here on YouTube to spill all my secrets to you. The honeybee effect, of which the first secret I learned in the early stages of beginning this $400,000 a month business. It was now 2019, and with my prior business, a marketing agency I ran had made over $3 million. I was now onto my next venture, which was where I would take creators, then take their existing audience and monetize it, because creators are very good at creating content, but they're not the best at monetizing, through creating a course for them most of the time. And I had done that for Frank, an SMMA agency creator. But now I wanted to try other niches. So I got in contact with this guy who we'll call Xander. He was a fitness influencer back then at around 500,000 subs on YouTube. And with my success with Frank doing over 14 million a year, I was able to get Xander to work with me. Here was where I learned the first lesson, which is significantly more relevant for creator marketers now more than ever. And if done properly, like I did here, made us $400,000 within the first 8 months working with Xander. If you guys use these strategies now, you can generate $400,000 a month too. And that was this. Essentially, Xander had his YouTube channel, but back then, fitness blogs were a massive traffic source as well. They are today too. So Xander was marketing a $30 fitness program he had through his YouTube channel and his blog, but they were disconnected. So the strategy I implemented, which you guys can steal, was what I call the honeybee effect, where I put his YouTube videos on his blog and also link in his blog on his YouTube channel, cross-pollinating the audiences, which would watch his channel, then go to the blog, and vice versa. And Google loved that because Google guided his honeybees, you can call it, to Google's website business. But people would natively stay in Google's products by going and watching Xander's YouTube videos as well. This ended up leading to the bees of his audience cross-pollinating on both traffic sources, which, if you looked at bicep exercises on Google back then, Xander came up as the top of those search results for bicep exercises above bodybuilding.com on both YouTube as well as Google. Now, for you guys to use the honeybee effect yourself to rank in the top searches like we did for Xander, making us millions from all the free traffic, an example could be for you to use your Instagram stories to send traffic to your YouTube. And then on your YouTube, plug in your Instagram in the video description or pinned comments and about section so that you can have a constant flywheel of tension going back and forth, just like I did with Xander, where this alone took the fitness business just within the first month from $20,000 a month to $35,000 a month, almost doubling it. But after implementing this honeybee human trafficking system, I then used this next tactic called the audience cut cake to take his business from $35,000 to $50,000 a month. And if you guys implement this in your business, it can make you millions as well. So to make millions from this strat, what I did was, now that he was gaining tons of attention, I realized, okay, but we're still only selling a stupid $30 course to everyone. Because when I came in, that was his offer. But even though his product guaranteed results of a body transformation, the issue was that everyone's body was different. And also there were different types of transformations different parts of his audience wanted. Let's say Kathy, the new mom who wants to lose her love handles for her husband, or big and chubby Georgie who's being bullied at school every day that wants a shredded six-pack to impress his friends. Two completely different avatars, right? So therefore, I implemented taking his audience and cutting them like a cake, where I noticed 20 to 30% of his audience were women, 70 to 80% were men. Some were fat, some were skinny, and while keeping the product pretty much the same, a $30 video course, we created a different packaging for each customer avatar. If you were skinny, it was called bulk. If you were a bit chunky and you wanted to lose pounds, it was called the shred program. And by saying, oh hey, this one is for Mama Kathy and this program is for big old Georgie, that thing hit like Muhammad Ali, taking Xander's business from a measly 50 grand a month to $120,000 a month. We hit 6 figures per month. So actionable tip for you guys is to apply this fundamental concept to your business. You have multiple different slices of your audience cake, figure those ICPs or ideal customer profiles out, then say, hey, how can we create a relatively similar product to not to overcomplicate the business, but package it differently to appeal to the different audiences so that each avatar can feel like they're getting a uniquely packaged program just for them. When in reality, it's a similar program. 80% is the same and you can create some minor customization. That made me a lot of money, and that can also make you very rich as well. Just learning how to properly slicing your audience cake. But I'm gonna be honest with you. If you do this without the level of attention and audience Xander had, you would be screwed. Because Xander was only selling a $30 program, literally nothing. And even with tons of attention that he had from his honeybee effect attention flywheel and the core sales increasing from his proper audience cake slicing, we were still just selling a tiny $30 course. But that was exactly what we wanted. It was part of what I call a sale is not a sales strategy. And me understanding this took our business from $120K a month to $390,000 by month 8. And once you guys learn this, it can do that for your business too. So the strategy goes, although we were just selling a $30 front-end course, as they would buy that, we would have an upsell of a $99 premium course on top of just the fitness video course. This told us that they were a higher paying customer, therefore automating qualifying these customers for us as paying clients who may have more disposable income. So then we built out a separate high ticket $4,000 coaching program where we provided them with a one-on-one personal nutritionist and a one-on-one personal coach, and only pitched it to the customers who had bought the extra $99 coaching course upsell, which took us from $120,000 in month 5 to $390,000 in just 3 months after that by month 8. So actionably, you guys can implement this into your business. That first understand, we fundamentally use the $30 initial sale not as the actual sale, but as a measurement to get customers one foot in the door. As I say, a customer who's already bought is the warmest customer. Then we use the $99 upsell to qualify, to sell a much easier $4,000 program because we knew the 99 buyers had some disposable income most likely. I mean, if you had just tried to pitch the $4,000 program initially to a $30 buyer or even a non-buyer, imagine how much more difficult of a sell that would be. Hence, why you guys should also have your initial product as not the core sale you're looking for, but just as a presentation to show how valuable you guys are at such a low price even. Then once the customer trusts you, and ideally once you have even qualified them through the $99 upsell like we did, then you can offer the main upsell on your initial cheaper item. And since they have so much reciprocity from the $30 course being so good, closing them becomes way easier than if you just try to sell them $4,000 high ticket right off the bat, taking your business like mine up 225% from $120,000 a month to $390,000. But now you guys are probably wondering where the scam comes in. Well, here it goes. After 8 months, using all our prior strategies, building Xander up to approximately $400,000 a month, it was now month 8, late October, okay? How can I forget? We're in the hospital as my wife is about to give birth. I got a call. Ring, ring, Mr. Faruqi. From now on, Xander, Big Bottom, and Abdul Faruqi are no longer in business. It was Xander on the line. reading a literal script written out by his lawyer. He didn't even have a real conversation with me. Pulling out the entire position from our original 50-50 split in the company. We had no choice but to go the legal route. We won, but from then on, we parted ways. But since then, his fitness coaching company, right as we hit our peak on month 8, just like the guy across my child's birthing ER room, it flatlined. His business flatlined. And from that experience, the great lesson I learned was the importance of wives in business to create awesome babies, of what I call in the creator business, the business wifey dilemma. And understanding this was what, after Xander took all 5 of my other creator businesses to now where I make over 50 million a year with these. So listen up. In the creator business, there's 2 core roles. There's the talent, and then there's the businessman. Whether you who's watching is the businessman or the talent, it's vital you find the proper business wifey. And make sure not to let your ego in the marriage blind you from what you are great at versus what you suck at. Because the business guy has the role of the marketer, the strategist, the offer creator, and the operator. You're good at the aspects of the business, while the creator or the talent implements the strategies of the businessman and focuses on creating high quality content. But what happened in Xander's case was, as a talent, he thought he had all the power as the face of the company, when in reality, my strategies and my team's strategies was what drove the company from 20K a month to 400K a month. And for a young guy at 25 making that type of money, his ego and short-sightedness blinded him to cut me out of the business, causing his revenue to flatline. Therefore, with your creator businesses, if you're the creator, keep your ego in check. If you're the business brains, keep your ego in check. As if vice versa, me, Abdul, as the business brains of the fitness coaching business, didn't have Xander. I'm not Jack. I'm not a fitness expert. I would have no one to execute on my strategies. Therefore, I need to keep my ego in check and not think I can do everything myself. As realizing your strengths and finding the proper business wifey is what will make you obscenely rich in a fantastic partnership in the creator business. So ultimately, with the combination of creating a traffic flywheel effect with cross-pollinating from different marketing channels, using the honeybee effect, creating proper segmentations in your audience cake slice, using your first product as not the moneymaker, but as a qualifier for higher upsells on the back end, and keeping your ego in check with your proper business wifey will allow you to scale a creator business to go from 20K a month to 400K a month, like I did with my ex. But I also mentioned earlier 5 other businesses I started after this fitness coaching one with Xander, where in particular with Jimmy, an Amazon FBA creator. I launched a course with him where I learned about the recent secret consumer behavior shifts, which led us to discover a new paid ads and organic traffic combination strategy, and secrets about the strategy I used to get way more sales than Iman Ghazi and Andrew Tate ever did, that led that Amazon FBA course to go from 0 to 16 million in 11 months. So check that video out right now, which will be out in a week if you don't see it yet. But if you're watching this later, it will be right here. So I'll see you guys there. Take care.